Okay, so I'm just trying something a little bit different with my contour today. I've got my Big Chewy Milk bronzing stick. It has a name, but I don't know the name. It's a milk stick. Anyway, so that sounds funny saying milk stick. Anyway, so I'm going to use like a flat brush. And I'm just going like this. What am I even doing? I have no idea. This may not be something I'll be doing again, but I just think, why not? Let's give this a go. Got to try new things. Basically, I saw someone on Instagram doing it, and now I want to do it. Do you find that? The power of Instagram and influencers. You're late night watching, and then they're doing something new, and you're like, oh, I want to do that. But then you never do it because you forget. But this time I remembered. I can do it on the nose. I never contour my nose. And whenever I do, it's a disaster. I don't know how people even do it. By the way, we are going to be reviewing, well, not reviewing, but we're going to be trying out the BH Cosmetics palette in a minute. But I just thought, you know what? Would it be rude of me not to show you the new contouring trick I've found? There's no trick. I don't know why I'm saying it's a trick. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just doing it a bit higher and I'm using a brush instead of, do you know what? It's easy just going in with the stick. I suppose that's the idea of the stick, isn't it? Just go in with the fucking stick. Otherwise, I would have just got like a bronzer in a palette. Look at that. I was starting off all like, oh, sorry, I just saw my boobs and I was like, oh, hello there. But sorry, guys, I distracted myself with my own cleavage. But no, I'm distracted now because of the boobs. But what was I saying? I don't know. I'm trying to be all dainty with this contouring and I'm just not dainty. I'm just not a dainty person. Oh, I've just fecked it right up. Anyway, oh God, right. Okay, guys, pretend that I had a trick and I showed you and it was amazing and you were wowed. Just pretend that's what happened. Okay, anyway. Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be trying another one of BH Cosmetics Poison Shock eyeshadow palettes. So the first one that I tried was the absolutely gorgeous Venom palette. So this one is a absolutely gorgina cool tone palette and I loved it. I loved it so much in fact that I then purchased the Ghost Pepper palette. This one is a pink theme palette, the very best pink theme palette I've ever tried. This hot pink up here, the best hot pink matte known to man. I may leave that burp in. I may edit it out. We'll see. Oh my gosh, right. If you're a fan of pink, you need this. We don't need this palette. I always hate it. Sorry, the table is shaking, of which I've mounted my camera on because Luna was underneath, using it as a crossover to get to the other side. Anyway, so I would definitely say if you're a fan of pinks and you love to create pink eyeshadow looks, this palette would be a must-have. It's just so beautiful. Okay, so this brings us to the third of the palettes. This one is called Scorpion King. Do you know what? From this angle, because I'm reading it like backwards, it looks like this says shite, but I know it doesn't say shite. Oh no, Scorpion Sting. Did I say king before? Anyway, so this one is the warm toned palette. It's got some beautiful oranges, more beautiful oranges, and then you've got golds, like peachy shimmers, champagne shimmers. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. Like, I love myself a cool tone palette and I definitely used to be all about the cool tones, but I actually think that warm tones probably suit me more, but that doesn't stop me wanting to use cool tones because I love cool tones, but I do enjoy a good warm tone too. So we have this palette, which I probably do have most of these shades within the rest of my collection, but I just think as like a cohesive, like small, easy to kind of move around, kind of easy just to pop in my makeup bag kind of palette. Look, these are all the reasons that I used when I was justifying purchasing this palette. Do you do that too when, you know, you're eyeing up a new makeup item and then, you know, the cogs in your brain start to turn and you're thinking, okay, how can I justify this to myself? I've worked really hard all week. I've got up early. I attended that meeting I didn't want to attend. I did all the laundry. I don't have any shades like, well, I do. I have most shades like this, but I definitely don't have one of the shades. So, and I can easily carry the palette around. You know, all of these ways we use to justify a purchase that definitely we don't need. But oh well, here I am sat with 3 additional eyeshadow palettes that I definitely don't need. Do I enjoy? Yes. Well, I mean, I've not tried the Scorpion Shite palette, but I'm going to have to just call it that from now on. But anyway, right, so guys, just to say, because I've tried the other 2 palettes, the eyeshadow quality is superb. Of course, they may not be consistent in this palette, but I've got a feeling they will. I generally love everything that BH Cosmetics has to offer. I've not met a BH Cosmetics palette that I've not liked. So this video today isn't so much for a review, it's more just like, ooh, let's play around with this palette and let's just have some fun and see if Anwen can create a okay eye look, because it doesn't always happen. So if there's anything like of note, I will tell you, but really just be like, oh, let's just do this. I am going to do swatches. I'm going to put them in a sec, but I'm going to do them at the end of the video because I'm dying to try this palette. So I'm going to pop the swatches in now so that you can see, and then we're going to jump right in. These boobs are distracting today though. Oh my gosh, get in, girlfriend, get in. This is a great thing about having fake boobs. You know, all of a sudden, like, you can admire your own boobs. And I could never admire my own boobs because they were a bit underwhelming, honestly. And especially after I breastfed, which would not take away or take back breastfeeding because it was the best thing I ever did. But I mean, I think Mummy deserves a makeover, do you know what I mean? And Mummy definitely feels more confident in herself now. But not saying you have to have big boobs to feel confident in yourself. It was just that I'd never really been confident in... Anyway, that's not what the video is about today, girlfriend. Oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, enjoy the swatches. And I just had an image in my mind of you just sat there thinking, when are the swatches happening? Like, she said she was going to do the swatches, and now she's just telling us all about her boobs and that, you know, the confidence of her boobs. And oh my gosh, like, we're not here for fake boob talk. We're here for makeup. So anyway, guys, enjoy the swatches. I'll just sit here and admire my boobs. You'll think I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I love my boobs. Anyway, guys, right. Anyway, enough about boobs. I promise I won't mention them anymore. Okay, so Salem, she was going to help me do the swatches. Well, she is. Are you helping me, Salem? Yes, I will help. Although I don't know what a swatch is, but I will help. I'll probably lick it, I think. I'll lick it. Right, so now we're going to do the champagne, the peach, and the... Ooh! Oh, these are beautiful. Excuse me, girlfriend. Right, I'm going to do 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. Oh my gosh, hello, girl. Oh, she's going up again. There she goes. Okay, right. So, this is like the first time I've ever tried to do swatches with a cat on my back. But anyway, right, so that's what they're looking like there. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to do the gold, the more gold one, and then the copper one. What do you think, Salem? Are they beauts? Oh, she says beauts. Absolutely beauts. Oh, these are absolutely gorgeous. Let me give you a proper view. Look at this. Oh, you can see how pigmented the mattes are. They feel very smooth and kind of soft and creamy. And I think the metallics, they speak for themselves. They do. They speak for themselves. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm back. Oh my gosh, right guys, I just need to say I'm really, really sorry, but I had a vanilla latte with soy milk with 5 shots of espresso. I know, probably not my best decision ever, but so I do apologise in advance. But anyway, I've popped my primer on and I've popped this tape on just because I just felt like doing it today. So we are going to begin with the Scorpion Shite palette. So I'm going to begin with, I'm just going to go in with the lightest shade, then we're going to go in with this shade, and then we're going to pop some of that in the outer vagina, because why not use all the mattes? And I have found that with the other 2 palettes, because they're so cohesive, like they've been very well put together. I think some people might say, oh, well, it's only a £9 palette, and if you can use all of the mattes in every look, like how many looks are you actually going to be able to create with said palette? But because of the shimmers, because you've got like 6 shimmers, you definitely can create lots of different looks, you know? I just think the mattes are like the base, and then you've got the shimmers, they're coming in like the treble, like the treble. Look at me pretending I know things about music, I don't. But oh my gosh, do you know one of my favourite pastimes is when I'm in the car with the boys, I love introducing them to music that I love. So like Korn, Linkin Park, like mainly stuff that when I was younger that I used to really love listening to. So anyway, this morning I've introduced them to Children of the Night. If you've not listened to Children of the Night, oh my gosh, search for it now on iTunes. Children of the Night. We are the children of the night. Anyway, I'm not going to do your head in anymore with singing. Again, not what you came for to hear me sing happy hardcore to you. But oh my gosh, I used to love that when I used to be younger, and I used to go to the clubs and maybe do something that I shouldn't do. And I would love that song. And I used to always think, gosh, I think I only love this song because, you know, I've done that thing that maybe you shouldn't do, definitely shouldn't talk about on YouTube. But no, oh my gosh, I love that. I was getting shivers down my spine. I was like, oh my gosh, this is taking me right back. So anyway, by the way, I love this shade. It's almost like neon. It's so bright. I thought it was going to be like a little bit, you know, just a little bit like a subtle kind of sister. But no, she's there. She's saying, hi, how are you? Like, look at how it looks in the pan. Just quite, you know, muted. Like she's not really shouting for attention. But look at her on the lid. She's shouting. She's saying, hey, notice me. I want to take this quite high. Quite high. I'm just thinking, yeah, why not? If I'm looking straight on like this, you don't really see my first transitional colour. So I have to like take it all the way up to my brows. Do you know what? If you're in your 20s and you can just apply makeup and not have to worry about, oh, will people actually be able to see this when I'm facing them face on, then just to take a moment to appreciate that. You know what I mean? Like, never forget how lucky you are, like every time you do your makeup, because the day will come when all of a sudden you're not going to be able to see your transition when you're looking face on. And you'll remember, you'll say, oh, Anwen did tell me, she said, appreciate this. I really like these guys. Gosh, I really need to do something with my eyebrows because, oh my gosh, like, can you see? Okay, so also, guys, just to ask you a question, because as you may know, I am like not bleaching my hair anymore, and you can definitely see, look, the rootage. Oh, she's back. I'm not too bothered about it. It's not really like, you know, doing my head in as much as I thought. And I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to be like, maybe not like brunette, but like either like an ashy kind of brown. Or I'm thinking I may even be black. I may go black. Because I've not really considered having black hair in ages, but I think why not? Okay, so guys, I'm really loving how that's looking. So we are going to advance onto this orange, which looks, I mean, very vivid. Like if this one's come out this vivid, I can't imagine how vivid this one's going to be. So I'm just going to pop this on. We're going to keep it a little bit lower in the crease. I mean, you can't really see a huge difference, can you? Just because that first shade was so... Oh, you can now. Can you see? It's just a bit brighter and a bit more orange, whereas that first shade was a little bit more peach. Yeah, you can definitely kind of see it there. It just looks a lot brighter. And by the way, these mattes, oh, they blend so nicely. They're very pigmented. Yes, tick. You don't really have to put in any effort at all. They just blend themselves. If you struggle with blending or, you know, you're new to makeup, then I definitely think that these palettes would be a great option Because, like, literally, I'm not good at makeup, but every time I've used one of these palettes, I've created, like, what I think is quite a nice look. And normally I'm, like, very self-critical of my looks. So for me to say, oh, yes, I think I've created quite a nice look, that's something, you know. And you know what, as well, Honey's has really liked the looks I've created, especially, like, the pink look I did. And usually Honey just gives me, like, you know, a sympathetic, like, oh, it's really nice. But I could tell, like, he actually liked the looks I created, especially the pink one. He was like, oh my gosh, that looks really good. And then he mentioned it again later. And I was like, oh my gosh, it must be good, because Honey's, like, seems to really like it. Okay, right, so guys, I love. Okay, so finally with the mattes, we're going to go in with the last one. And I am going to pop this in the outer vagina just here. I'm just going to pat it on. By the way, I've not changed my brush, have I? I've just kind of kept the same brush. Who is she? Who is she? Just popping that on to the outer vagina. Just keeping it there. I don't really want to take it any further in. I don't know where this brush came from, but I'm really loving it. It's a dough colour brush. So it's from AliExpress, but it's really, really good. It's really soft. I don't recall ever using it before. It's really nice. Oh my gosh, wow. Vavavoom. Look at that. Okay, so I'm really, really happy. So next I'm going to go in and do a cut crease, because I always feel like actually when you do a cut crease, the look does actually turn out like better. Okay, so I'm back and I did the cut crease. So I am firstly just going to pop a little bit more of the darkest orange, and I'm just going to pop that back into the outer vagina there, because I do actually want that to remain as being like a pivotal moment. So we're just popping that back in. Also, I messed up the cut crease at the end, so yeah, so that's why we're doing this again. Okay, right, so next we're going to move on to a shimmer. And I think I'm going to use two. I'm going to do like an ombre effect. So to begin, in the inner corner, we are going to go in with this beautiful kind of light gold / champagne. I don't really ever know the difference between like a light gold and a champagne. Is like the light champagne more cool toned? I don't know. But, oh no, this is definitely gold. Look, yes. Okay, so, oh, wow. I mean, look at that. Okay, so do I want to go in with that though? Because is it a bit too wow? A bit too wow? I don't know. Can anything ever be too wow? It's a tough question. Maybe a question for another time. Anyway, so I'm going to get my brush. I just feel like if I say my brush, why can't a brush magically just come into my hand and I'm like, yes, that's it. Thank you. And then I just carry on. But no, I actually have to look for the brush, which in this day and age, is that acceptable? Is it? Anyway, right, so I've got a brush, which very sadly did not magically jump into my hand. So I'm going to go in with this champagne and I'm just going to pop it on the inner corner. Okay, right, so I've got actually a bit more on the brush now. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Can you see? Okay, so that looks beautiful. Very yellow, but I like it. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to go in with 3 of these shimmers. So we've gone in with that one. So next I'm going to go in with the peach, and then we're going to finish off with this beauty. So we will go in with the peach. By the way, I love peach. I love it. I love it. I was going to do swatch, but I can't be asked because I've realised you've already seen the swatches, so it's fine. Do you know what? I need more of this. For some reason, this peach is not as kind of picking up as easily. It seems a little bit more like, you know, kind of pressed down than the light gold. Can you see it though? It looks really beautiful. You know what? I'm just going to go with my finger. Like, fuck the brush. So this is what she looks like. Oh yeah, do you know what? You just can't beat the finger. You just don't, like, when you start messing around sometimes with tools, you just don't get the job done. But with the finger, you know, you can get the finger exactly where you need it to go to, and it just gets the job done. So anyway, oh my gosh, let's do a little swatch while we're here. Go on. Yes, yes, yes. I feel very summery all of a sudden. Like, I feel like, yes, summer's back. It's back. But then I look out my window and I'm like, oh no, it's not. Finally, I'm going to go in with the deepest. Ooh, it's kind of like a copper gorgina. Right, we're going to pop you in the outer V just there. Okay, decadent. Decadent is the word that just came to mind. Okay, by the way, I am going to try and blend all of these in because, I've not even, oh God, I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards over on this side. Right, so we'll pop a little bit of that baby in there. Oh, I'm working backwards. Why am I doing this to myself? Why do I insist on making life more difficult? I just don't know. Okay, anyway. Right, it's fine. Right, so we're going to go in with the peach. I know it looks a bit shit now, guys, but don't worry. I will bring this together if it's the last thing I do. So next we're going to go in with the yellow gold, which still looks very champagne-y in the pan, honestly, but still beautiful. Okay, so guys, here we go. There we have it. So under the eye, I'm going to go in with I think I'm going to do like a smoky under eye, so I'm going to go in with probably all three. We're going to do all three. So, also, I completely forgot, I'm going to take off the tape because usually the tape decides when it wants to come off. I don't really get any say in it. It just comes right off when it can't be asked anymore. But no, it's waited today for me. How polite. Okay, so there we go, guys. There we go. By the way, I never get it even. Like, it's never symmetrical. Never, ever, ever. So, okay, so guys, I'm just going to go for a quick wee. I'm going to wash my hands because they look beautiful, but a mess. So, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm going to pop this gold, I think, on the inner corner. If it's too much, then I'll probably go in with our friend yellow gold. But I feel like, you know what, we should at least try. Oh my gosh, that's nice. Okay, she can stay. Oh, wow, look at that. Let's bring it down a little bit. Oh, shall we try this one as a highlighter? Put some on the Cupid's bow. Wow. Okay, so that works. Maybe a little bit on the tip of the nose. A little bit in between the eyes. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So you know what? If you just wanted to bring one palette on holiday with you, or you just didn't want to bring like a lot of makeup, you could definitely use this as like a little highlight as well. Oh my gosh. Pop a little bit there, why not? Nice. Okay, so I'm back. I did my mascara. I did a blush. I used Luminoso, which, by the way, I'm really, really enjoying. But not as much as the Here's the Beauty one. But I'm still loving Luminoso. It's such a pop of summer kind of blush. It makes you look sun-kissed, glowing, bronzed. It's so gorgeous. So anyway, we're not talking about that. But anyway, this is the final look. Unfortunately, because I didn't decide. I made a little error with my wings and then they ended up being so thick. And because of that, you can't really see my lashes. So I was kind of considering, do I want to go with falsies? And then I just thought, no, I can't be asked because like who has time for falsies? I just don't know. I popped on a little smattering of faux freckles. I just did a nude lip. And here we are. So, oh my gosh, guys, I absolutely love the Scarpion. Will I ever get the name of this palette right? I don't think so. I really enjoyed the Scarpion. No, Oh my gosh, right, let me just compose myself. Okay, so I really enjoyed the Scorpion Sting eyeshadow palette today. I loved it. The quality, wow. The shades, wow. And I really like the look that I created. So, oh my gosh, guys, honestly, like, I forgot to let you know. Oh my gosh, that these palettes, like the full kind of long-term price is like £15, but then they've had a couple of offers on recently. So I actually picked up the pink palette and the Scorpion Sting palette for £8. But last time I checked Beauty Bay, the prices were back up to £12.50, which such good value for such a beautiful palette. So whether you're a pink kind of girl or guy, a warm tone kind of girl or guy, or you're a cool toned vixen, like whichever you are, or if you're all three and you just think, oh my gosh, I want them all, and I want the blue and I want the green one too, like, and the purple one, well, like, you know, I would just recommend like the whole of the Poison Shock collection. Watch now, the purple one will be like dog shit, and you'll be like, oh well, Anwen recommended this. I mean, I'm going to give you a disclaimer, I've not tried them, so I don't know, but these three are absolutely insanely beautiful, great value for money, and I cannot recommend them enough. So yeah, oh my gosh, guys, look, ooh la la, ooh la la. I just feel like so summery, and oh my gosh, those boobs. Anyway, oh my gosh, sorry guys. I know there's going to be comments that are saying, Anwenita, like, get over your boobs, like, get over yourself, like, what a narcissist you are, like, you're such a narcissist. But do you know what? I own it. I'm not owning being a narcissist, because that is like a proper mental disorder. I'm not owning that. No, no, no. I'm just owning the fact that I feel confident in my boobs, and for so long I didn't, and now I do, and I don't think there's anything wrong with feeling confident in my boobs, so I own that. But anyway guys, I am gonna go, if I can get the words out of my mouth. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day, and you're thinking, why is Anwen's head like this, like, why is she leaning back? I'm leaning back because my wing looks better when I lean back. If I'm forward, it just doesn't look quite as good, so I'm leaning back like this. This is how I will talk to everybody today. But anyway guys, I am going to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. I was waving up there. I'm like, why am I waving there? Bye.